Hey everyone, and welcome to Canine Dog Talk. Look, we all absolutely adore our furry best friends, right? But let's be real, they can be little troublemakers sometimes. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens after the mischief? You know, that look they give you? Well, today we're going to dig into how dogs say sorry, and I promise you, the answer might just change everything you thought you knew.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. You walk through the door, and boom, a cushion that looks like it exploded. Or maybe the trash can has been expertly investigated. And then you see it. There's your dog, head down, tail tucked between their legs, giving you those big, sad puppy dog eyes that just scream, "I know I messed up." It's a look that can just melt your heart, even when you're ankle deep in shredded paper towels.
But here's the million-dollar question. What's actually going on in that free little head of theirs? Are they really feeling guilty? You know, the same way you or I would? Or is there something completely different happening behind those super expressive eyes?
Okay, so let's dive right in. This first part is all about that guilty look. Because it turns out what we've always thought was guilt, well, it might just be one big misunderstanding. We're about to decode what is really going on here.
All right, you ready for this? Here's the big secret. When you see guilt, what you're actually seeing is empathy. See, your dog is an absolute master at reading you. They might not get that chewing your favorite shoe is, morally wrong, but they 100% understand when you are upset. So that look, it's not about the mess. It's a direct reaction to your disappointment, your anger, right here, right now.
So if it's not guilt, then what's their goal? It's actually super simple. They just want to restore harmony. Dogs are so incredibly tuned in to our feelings. They notice the tiny shift in our voice, the tension in our shoulders. Their number one goal in that moment is to calm us down, their pack leader, and just get everything back to being okay.
Okay, but this is where it gets really, really cool. Dogs don't just react with that sad face. The second they sense we're upset, they start using this super active and pretty complex secret apology language to try and reconnect with us. So let's break down what that actually looks like.
So what are their go-to moves? Well, first, you've got the gentle nuzzle, or that classic lean in. When your dog softly pushes their head against you, they're literally trying to close that emotional gap between you two. Then there's the peace offering. You know, when they bring you their favorite toy? And their body language is huge too. A lowered head is basically them saying, "Okay, you're the boss." And looking away, that's a classic move to just bring the tension down, telling you, "Hey, I'm not a threat." Let's just take a closer look at that peace offering for a second. When your dog brings you that, that slobbery, well-loved squeaky toy, it is not just a distraction. It's not them going, "Hey, look a toy." It is a very deliberate, very social move. They are offering you their most prized possession to try and fix things. It's their way of saying, "Here, take this, let's just move past this and be buddies again." It's just a really beautiful attempt at connection, isn't it?
So, when you realize that our dogs are trying so hard to communicate and make things right, our response becomes incredibly important, right? How we react in that moment can either make our bond so much stronger, or it can create a whole lot of confusion and stress for them.
Now, we can actually turn their apology into a really positive moment just by following 4 simple steps. Number 1, and this is the most important, we have to stay calm. 2, we acknowledge their gesture, their attempt to connect. 3, we use some positive reinforcement. And finally, number 4, we redirect their behavior. Turn it into a little teaching moment.
Okay, so acknowledging their gesture, it's everything. Just use a soft, calm voice, maybe give them a gentle scratch behind the ears. That tells them, "Okay, message received, we're good." Now here's what you don't want to do. Don't ignore them. That can really ramp up their anxiety. And here's a big one. Don't give them a treat right away, because that can accidentally tell them they're being rewarded for, eating the sofa, not for trying to make up with you.
And all of this leads us to the golden rule. Consistency. It's just so key. Our dogs feel safest when they know what the rules are. So if they chew a shoe, you calmly accept their apology, and then you immediately redirect them to one of their actual chew toys. See how that works? It flips a negative into a positive learning moment, and that helps your dog feel so much more secure. All right, let's do a super quick recap. 3 crucial things to remember from all this.
First, that so-called guilty look, it's really just your dog showing off their incredible empathy for your feelings. Second, they have this entire apology language, nuzzles, toys, the whole deal, and it's all about reconnecting with you. And third, and maybe most importantly, your calm response is this amazing chance to make your bond with them even stronger.
Just taking a little time to see the world from your dog's point of view, that's really the key to a happier home for both of you. Hey, if you learned something new today, we'd love it if you hit that subscribe button to join us here at Canine Dog Talk for more insights like this. We would be so thrilled to have you as part of our community.
And that brings us to our final thought for today. Every single dog has their own little personality, right? So we would absolutely love to hear from you. What is your dog's special, unique way of saying they're sorry? Drop your stories in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thanks so much for watching.